From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is Miller, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Niners at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat him.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rattler working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Rattler. And he's got his big tight end here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Rattler wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. Completion left side to Miller. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Home to troops right.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Herbert. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Set.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's second down and 2.
Set. 380. Green out. Go.
This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down and a yard.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set. Hey, Ray. 12. Set.
Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. Now Rattler. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air is Rattler. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, Rattler into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, go Lion.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Set. 12. Let's go. Hey. Reload.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, ram. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
21.
They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Here's Herbert. That one complete to Leggett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
To the air again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. He finds his man, complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 80. Green hot. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Green hot.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm.
It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, 58 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play. But now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. And Xavier Legette, 65 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Completes it to Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Crowd right.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, Ram. Ready?
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown! Ricky Pearsall. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to the... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 37 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Austin, 70 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert now. Pass caught by Pearsall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Samuels again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Herbert. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Samuels. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, ram. Set.
Herbert. To the right side, complete to Miller. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gross. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rattler wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Gross. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rattler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Rattler working out of the gun. This is caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That's complete to Pearsall. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go, let's go.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And able to get this to the 31. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, Kappa. 59. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 31 yards. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Here comes second down. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the air is Rattler. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing is Rattler. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. That one complete to Leggett. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Herbert now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But Charles, a lot of happy faces.